Hey, hello. I hope everyone is doing great. So, allow me just to give you a small description I have. And before I give you my small description, I'm gonna pump you with a short story before I came up with my presentation of today. When I was in high school, I used to have a friend. We used it to share a lot. So, but alongside, again, I was given a task of being a spiritual reader. So that was when I was in Form 2. But being in Form 3, teachers decided to add me another task of being a deacon. Then I was like, no problem if you have decided so. I have to take those two tasks. Then it came time for us to cross school. Told me that you can escort me with my girlfriend. That time was I was single. Yeah, I was single. So then I was like, I have to. So then my friend told me, since I'm with my girlfriend, you can have a conversation with a friend of my girlfriend. Then I was like, wait, what do you mean, my friend? You know very well I don't know how to seduce. Now, how do you want me to start a conversation with a friend of your girlfriend? My friend told me, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. Then I was like, oh, thank you. Then I remembered something that I learned from past. Don't you see, I'm serious. So everything my friend could ask me, my response was, don't you see, I'm serious. Then my friend, the friend of my friend uh, told me that you just go and wait for a response. Then I went home, office, and eagerly waiting for a response. It doesn't matter the kind of response that I'm gonna receive, but my aim was to get the response. So we opened the school. The first week, I never saw the girl. Then the second week, my friend came to me and then told me that you have been called. Then I was like, wow, I'm gonna be given a response. Then I was like, by who? Then he told me by Mr. So and so. Then I was like, hey, my friend, what do you mean? Are you crazy? Then he told me that Mr. So and so knew everything that we did during crossing. You just want to listen to him. Then I was like, hey, number one, I've not been given a response. Number two, I'm a deacon. Number three, a Form 3 is seducing a Form 1, surely. Then, brethren, my legs were heavy. That was the wrongest journey that I've ever made from classroom to Mr. So and so is office. Reaching there, I met Mr. So and so going to class. Then he called me, Mwenesa, how are you? Then I was like, I'm fine, Malim. Then he told me, I've been looking for you. Then I said that I'm here, sir. Say, talk to me. Then he told me that to go back, I'm gonna call you. Then I went back to classroom. My friend asked me, what did Mr. So and so tell you? Then my response was, he didn't ask me anything. I think that he didn't ask me anything is my small description of today. He didn't ask me anything. But later on, I discovered that my friend was pulling my legs. Actually, Mr. So and so never knew anything. Actually, the reason why he was calling me, he wanted to confirm something from me. But since he was busy going to class, he told me that go back, I'm gonna call you. So at this particular time, my response that I gave Mr. So and so is my topic of a small description that I'm gonna share with you. He didn't ask me anything. These words of he didn't ask me anything are the words of excitement by one who was guilty of wrongdoing. So I expected Mr. So and so question me, young man, how can you start a relationship with a Form 1? But what I received is just for forgiveness. I don't know whether you are getting me. These words of he didn't ask me anything are words of excitement by one who was guilty. In myself, I knew that I was guilty. So I expected Mr. So and so questioning me and giving me some reprimand. How can you have engaged a relationship with a form one student, yet you are a deacon? So you see, but when I get to the authority who could have questioned me several questions, what I received is just for forgiveness. What does it mean? When sinners met Christ, they are not being questioned anything. I don't know whether you are getting. When sinners met Christ, they are justified instantly. Now, I want to introduce this word justification in relation to salvation. The word justification in the Greek word is dikahihu. And the last verbs of dikahihu are hu, which means not making someone as righteous, but treating as someone as righteous. When you hear Paul dwells on the book of Romans by this word justification, it doesn't mean that you have been made righteous. It doesn't mean that you have been made right. But on the basis of Calvary, heaven really came down and announces justification for all sinners. Now that makes me to laugh. Now I'm laughing. That makes me to joke. Now I'm joking. That makes me to jump. Now I'm jumping. Why? Because we have been justified. Brethren, allow me just to share with you a short story of a woman who was caught in the act of adultery by many people. So these people, they brought her to Jesus so that they can stone her to death. But you see, Jesus is asking them, if there is any one of you who have ever done these kind of things, you just be the first one to stone her. The Bible says that all of them disappeared, and the woman was there standing with Jesus. And then Jesus is asking the woman, this is a simple but critical question. Where are your accusers? Does it mean no one ever condemned you? And then the woman responded, no one, sir. Then Jesus said to this woman, then will I go and sin no more? So this woman expected questioning from Jesus. He expected Jesus could ask her that, okay, they have gone. Now can you sit straight and explain to me, what have you been doing? Is this the kind of things that you have been doing? How many times have I warned you? Is this the way that you normally do? Do you know that you are the one whom I came to die because of you? No. Instead, Jesus decided to forgive and forget. Actually, he decided to not ask this woman anything, but instead he justified this woman by telling the woman that go and sin no more. I'm sure 100% when that woman went, her friends tiptoed to his house and asked her, Mary, what happened? And then Mary could respond that, do you know what? I was taken to Jesus. And then Jesus asked them if there is, if anyone have ever done this kind, if there is anyone who have ever done this kind of things, be the first one to stone her. But all of them, they disappeared. And then I was left with Jesus. And then what did Jesus tell you? Jesus didn't ask me anything. Brethren, that's what we call justification. Because I know my time has gone. We shall share a lot. Be present. Bye-bye.